Hello everybody, welcome back. First outdoor video of the year. Finally got some sunny weather. Hopefully the light is okay. I can't really see myself talking right now. The sun's kind of coming and going between the clouds. Just gotta wait for some a dry stretch to get the lawn cutting and all the other spring cleanup going. But I'm doing this video today as part of my best ever thrift haul series. Mostly I've been using that to look at finds from previous years that I've never shown on video before. This is an actual new haul from just the other day. I've probably mentioned this to a couple of you in comments, but I popped into one of my thrift stores recently on a Thursday morning, got there kind of mid-morning, started flipping through the bins, didn't look too promising at first. They had a whole shopping cart full of records next to the shelf where they usually keep them. So it looked like there was some new stuff in, but I wasn't really seeing anything too interesting. But pretty soon I started coming up on all these kind of funk, soul, and disco records from the 1970s, all in excellent condition. So that is what I'm going to show you today. I'm calling it right now. This is one of my best ever thrift hauls for sure. First off, there were several that I have already, but the vinyl on nearly all of these is practically near mint. If there's any exceptions, I'll note that as we go along. But I'm going to show the ones that I have already that may be upgrades for me. First off, Teddy Pendergrass, Sing Life is a Song Worth Singing, 1978, Philadelphia International production already. Well, these include the inner sleeve, and that is actually a copy on Philadelphia International. Sometimes you see it on Columbia. Next up, we have got, this has got on here, Only Love. Get Up, Get Down, Get Funky, Get Loose on there. Close the Door, classic soul, funky soul jams. There's another one I do have already, excellent condition here. Slave, The Concept, great funk band. This is 1978 on here. And what's this got? Drac is Back is on here. Steve Arrington on board here. One is on Cotillion label. Next up, Shout It Out, BT Express, 1978. Excellent condition here. I'm pretty sure this will be an upgrade on my own copy. C'est Chic. Gotta have this one, of course. Includes the big one. Where's the big one on here? Le Freak. Bernard Edwards, Nile Rodgers. Daz Band on the one. A little bit later here, 1983, Motown. Definitely got that one, but that is in excellent condition. It's another one I have already, Sylvester. Kind of funky disco, I guess you'd say. Just beautiful condition here. Includes a heavy-duty inner sleeve here. Fantasy label. That is 1979. It's the big one on here. Stars, Body Strong, I Have Nothing. Only 4 songs on here, all extra long. Pretty common one, but again, very nice condition. Earth, Wind and Fire, I Am. Gatefold, definitely have that one. Includes Inner. And another one I have, Go For Your Guns, Isley Brothers. Anytime you see these kind of 70s Isley Brothers albums, they're usually worth picking up. They're all very good. And this one is in excellent shape with the inner, and it is on T-neck. 1977 on that one. And what else have we got here? Moving into a couple I wasn't too sure if I have. This one I did, but this may very well be an upgrade for me. Rolls Royce 2, produced by Norman Whitfield, of course. That is actually on Whitfield Records label. 1977, and Rolls Royce 3 Strikes Back. This one I did not have. Hatfield records again. So very nice to have those. Next up, getting into some ones I did not have. Now this one had a bit of cover wear on it. There's a couple of very fine marks on the vinyl, but really very good overall. Tavares, Sky High from 1976. Kind of got into these guys fairly recently. I kind of always passed by their records, but picked up a couple in a thrift store, and they're just excellent. Kind of in that family harmony tradition that you find in the 70s, like the Silvers, the Jacksons, that kind of blend of harmony. Just some nice funky soul. The British funk, Heat Wave, Central Heating. They also had their other one on there, Too Hot to Handle, but I do have that one. This one, it turned out, I did not have. So nice to pick that up. LTD, Wild Cherry. Heard of this one, do not have anything by them. Kind of a risque cover on this one. Wild Cherry, best known for Play That Funky Music. That is not on here. Don't think I know any of these songs on this one, but 1978. Wild Cherry, I Love My Music. And what else have we got? Impact, The Pack Is Back. I'd seen this one around a couple of times before, various places. Never got around to picking it up. So we'll check that out. Expecting it to be some funky stuff on there. Fantasy label again, brown Fantasy label. Again, just beautiful condition on all these. Barely played, looks like. This one, I thought this was a 12-inch single due to the generic sleeve. But when I pulled it out and looked into it, it's actually an LP, so it must be missing the jacket. It is Cerrone, the disco funk guy. Love in C Minor, his album from 1976. Side 1 is one long song, 16 minutes, and 2 songs on the other side. A few little light scratches on here, but not bad condition. So I thought I'd pick that one up for sure. Cover or no. Don't have too much by him in my collection. Michael Henderson, In the Nighttime. This one was a blind buy. Looked like it's definitely going to be funky, soulful stuff on here. That is on Buddha, 1978. And this, another thing that interested me on here was it looks like a recorded at Sigma Sound, Philadelphia. So going to be kind of in that Philly sound of the period, I would imagine. Ohio Players, Contradiction. Gatefold, of course. Very rarely see Ohio Players in my area, and they're usually in pretty bad condition. So this one is just perfect. Beautiful shape. That's one I may have had, but in pretty bad condition, so happy to upgrade that. Larry Graham and Graham Central Station. My Radio Sure Sounds Good to Me. 1978. This will be the first one I have by them. Includes the inner as well. Also in beautiful condition. Funky stuff there. Last kind of handful here. Phase O, Riding High. Don't know this one, but I'm sure it's going to be in the same vein as the rest of these finds. 1977. And last handful here. Cameo, We All Know Who We Are. Kind of a cool cover on there. I haven't seen this one before. I think this is like their second LP or something. And that is... don't know a year on that one. I think it's late 70s. This one was a total blind buy, but looked interesting. Afro-Cuban band. Rhythm of Life, 1978. Oh, produced by Michael Zager. Did disco hit Let's All Chant. Should be some cool Latin fusion type of stuff there. Change, Miracles. This one has Hold Tight on it, which I do know that song. Don't have anything else by them in my collection yet. Saw this one, Just Dusty. This is actually a reissue of her debut album, looking into it on Discogs. I think it was called A Girl Named Dusty or something, on Mercury's Wing imprint. The usual kind of fingerprints and light scuffs and scratches on this one, but not bad condition overall, compared to how you usually find Dusty Springfield records in the wild, at least in thrift stores. And last up, the absolute big bad of this haul. The reason I'm making a best ever thrift haul video for this is Parliament, Mothership Connection. That was one of the first ones I turned up in this haul, actually. Includes a Casablanca inner sleeve, vinyl, a couple little fingerprints, a little bit of dust, very odd little light scratch on there, but beautiful, beautiful condition, and thrift store find. Mothership Connection. I've never owned this one before, so very happy to add that to the collection. So, hope you all agree, that is one of my very best ever thrift hauls. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope everybody's finding some good stuff out there. Cheers and take care.